A1 sauce, HP sauce, brown sauce, steak sauce. It's a culture shock extravaganza. Fear not though, here's everything you need to know about Britain's saucy side. It doesn't matter if you like it rare, medium or well done. If you've ever enjoyed a nice thick steak, chances are you've also enjoyed a drizzle of A1 sauce on top. This popular condiment is found on the tables of steakhouses across the United States. It enjoys a long history too, having been invented all the way back in the 1800s.
Because A1 has the taste that makes every bite count.
Similar in taste and texture to Worcestershire sauce, the original flavour of A1 sauce is made up of ingredients such as tomato puree, raisin paste, dried garlic and onions. It pairs well with everything from steak to burgers to chicken. Despite how beloved A1 steak sauce is in the US, it's hard to come by across the pond. Why isn't the condiment sold in UK grocery stores? And why isn't it as abundant as it is here in America? Well, the truth behind the lack of A1 sauce in the UK has less to do with the condiment itself and more to do with its many competitors. Here in the US, when you think of steak sauce, you likely only think of A1.
You know what I'm talking about.
But that isn't the case in the United Kingdom, where there's a large variety of steak sauces to choose from. One of the most popular is HP sauce, which accounts for some 71% of the UK's brown sauce market.
Everything's okay with HP.
Surprisingly, however, A1 sauce was actually invented in Great Britain in 1862 by the co-manager of cuisine at Hyde Park's International Exhibition. In the 1970s, the tangy condiment was pushed out of the majority of UK supermarkets thanks to increasing competition. There simply was no more room for A1 to compete in the British food space. Even so, if you find yourself on those sceptred aisles and are craving a dash of American steak sauce, you can still snag A1 at Tesco online. So what is HP sauce and how different is it from the product it pushed out of the UK? HP is actually similar to A1 in a few small ways. While both sauces have a similar ingredients list, including tomatoes, sugar and vinegar, HP has the addition of tamarind, while A1 has crushed orange puree. Tamarind is a tropical African plant that has applications in both sweet and savoury dishes. In a sense, it replaces the orange citrus flavour that the American A1 features. And while HP sauce is a brown sauce, not all brown sauce is HP. Now, you might be wondering what brown sauce actually is. Is it pretty much just a fancy UK term for steak sauce? Or is it a whole other condiment? Maybe it's something Americans can't quite understand. Or at least that's what Cosmopolitan believes. The publication describes brown sauce as being made of tomatoes, molasses, spices, and vinegar that tastes a little sweet and a little tart. If anything, Cosmopolitan admits that brown sauce isn't too dissimilar to what Americans call steak sauce. It could actually be considered a more modern take on ketchup, being sweeter and tartar than your usual bottle of Heinz. Of course, if you can't get your hands on A1 and you'd rather steer clear of HP sauce, you could easily make your own brown sauce at home. Great British Chef's recipe for brown sauce consists mainly of tomatoes, molasses, onion, chilli, cloves, ginger, fennel seeds, apricots, and Worcestershire sauce. These ingredients are combined and simmered, adding vinegar throughout until the mixture is reduced to a thick sauce-like consistency. From there, the sauce can be blended together and strained through a sieve before being served or stored. With this recipe, you can experiment by adding or removing whatever ingredients you wish to get your preferred taste. Who knows? Maybe you'll make the next A1 steak sauce.